So you're looking at the free and clear nights plan with Ambit Energy, a great option, but it's definitely one that you can win big with and potentially, come out behind on. So we need to talk about that if you're evaluating it. Let me just share my screen here real quick and check this out with you. So here's the free and clear nights plan. Obviously, the basic idea is that you can put off your activities to the evening hours and shift your usage there to where you get free electricity and come out ahead. But obviously, you've got to be able to do that. So, the blended rate, once you factor in free electricity after, I think it's 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., which I probably should definitely verify that. Let's check that out here and make sure. Do a quick search here. Encore area, just to kind of give you an idea. Well, there we go. Okay. And once we get the plans here, we'll check out the free and clear night and view plan info. 6 a.m. to 21, 12 minus 12 is, yes, 9. So yeah, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Is the period. So the question, and by the time you're watching this video, rates might be totally different. So I wouldn't put too much stock in the rates right on the screen there. And your usage can be totally different. That's based off of 2000. There's different rate patterns, so it can be totally different. But the basic concept is we're looking at the reason these plans work is because of this right here, the daily energy demand curve. And the reality is that energy is virtually free at night, even for electricity companies. So they want to pass that through to help if they get enough people on board to shifting usage to the evening hours, that's actually it's a benefit for everybody. The environment, number one, because you have to generate less electricity on a daily basis. A lot of people don't realize that just because if you're using less electricity, but you're using it in the wrong times, it doesn't do you any good. For example, electric cars. If you've got a Tesla and you use the supercharger in the middle of the afternoon, that's actually you just wasted weeks of environmental benefit because you just raised the peak demand usage. And electricity has to get generated for peak usage. And the rest of the day, they're still generating that same amount of electricity because that's the only way to do it. And so it just goes to waste. So if you are a part of or contributing to raising that peak demand usage, that's not good. And this is what they're trying to lower by getting enough people to shift their usage and incentivizing them with free nights and weekends. That's what the concept is. There's 3 scenarios where you can come out ahead with this plan with Ambit Energy, the free and clear nights. Number one, if you have an electric car and you can make that choice to use it during the day, come home, plug it in, slow charge it overnight during the free period. That's huge. You're not paying for electricity. You're not paying to charge it. Win, win, win all around for everybody, most especially the environment. So absolutely go for it in that scenario. You really hardly can lose. But if you stack that on top of the second scenario, which is, people who can consistently shift their usage to the evening hours, for example, run your dishwasher after 9 p.m., run your, washing machine and your dryer for your clothes after 9 p.m., before 6 a.m. Those are the 3 most, variable usage appliances in your house. You can choose when to use them and when to not. And if you can shift the usage into those free periods, into off peak, it benefits your pocketbook, it benefits the environment, benefits everybody. You can come out way ahead on this plan. But you got to be able to consistently do that. That's the key. Otherwise, not only will you not take advantage of it, you might actually, come out a little behind with this plan. But also take advantage of Nest or other smart thermostats to, lower your peak usage when you are, on those peak hours where electricity is, obviously if you're getting the free electricity 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., you're going to pay more during the other hours. But if you can reduce your usage during those hours and shift your usage to the other hours, that combination can be huge and you can come out way ahead. So, lower your thermostat when you go to work, when you go out of the house to do something, especially in those peak, cooling times of the day or heating times of the day. So third, just for people whose natural schedule lends itself, you work second shift, you are working from noon to 9 p.m. and you're, gone or sleeping, 6 a.m. to 12 noon. So for all of those most expensive parts of the day where you'd be paying premium rates for your electricity, you're gone or otherwise, not using a lot of electricity. If you just find yourself in that situation, then that's a huge win. Absolutely go for the plan. Otherwise, honestly, I don't generally recommend people choose the plan because you're probably not going to come out ahead. You're probably going to come out behind. I typically recommend starting with a fixed rate, multi-year, locked in fixed rate. And then, if you really want to try this out, then you can, try out a fixed rate, check your usage, monitor your usage, check to see how much you can shift between just a normal usage week and, hey, let's take this week and try and shift as much of our usage as possible and see what that looks like. That's really, the best way to test it out. So that being said, I'm a big fan of the plan. Actually, I think that even though it doesn't make sense for most people, I love the plan. I think that honestly, there should be some aspect of this plan built into every plan to where there's an incentive for people to shift their usage because it's good for everybody. Hopefully that helps in your evaluation of the, Ambit Energy Free and Clear Nights plan. Again, I highly recommend it if it makes sense for you. And, I hope it does because we need more people shifting their usage to help everybody out. So take care. Let me know in the comments, subscribe, comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions, feedback in your search for the best plan. Thanks so much.